to That Dad Guy. It's June 12th, 2024, and you know what June 12th is? Well, it is the day that my daughter is coming home. So we're going to get to see her for 18 days. She's coming back for my son's graduation from high school. So we're all reunited once again in a few hours. So I wanted to get this video out to you guys soon so you could see what was going on with what I got at the auction. Yesterday I put out a video about part one. I got at the auction, I got a $5 microscope, or at least I paid $5 for it. And I got a collection of stamps from the Czechoslovakia, also for $5. Now, in case you didn't see the auction or the previous video yet, and you want to catch up after, let me give you a quick rundown of what I did. At the auction, there were 300 lots, and I put a minimum bid on a number of lots, and then I refused to bid any more than the minimum to see how many I could win. In the end, I won 7 different things. I showed you 2 things in part 1, and I'm going to show you 2 more things in this video. So there's probably going to be about 4 parts in total of this video series, so stick around for it all. All right, what else did I get? Well, make sure you like, you subscribe, you leave a positive comment, you share with other people, and you put the notification bell on so you don't miss out on any of the videos that I'm putting out. All right. The next thing we're going to talk about is collection number 2, another collection of stamps from Czechoslovakia. Yes, there are going to be some repeats from what I showed you yesterday, and I apologize for that in case you have. But if you didn't see yesterday's video, this is going to be all new to you. The person that collected these stamps did a fabulous job. They printed out sheets with the images of the stamps or the title of the stamps on it, and then used hinges, because it was back in the day, to asphyxiate all the, asphyxiate? That doesn't sound right. But anyways, they put all the stamps on these pages. So let me show you what's in there, and then I'll show you the second thing that I got at a minimum bid. So once again, I bought this one at $5. So we have these stamps, and I tend to go through relatively quickly because there are a lot of pages and there are a lot of stamps. I'm not crazy about how they were put this way, but I guess they're all hinged, so they're not on top of each other, that you can easily get them off. They are double-sided pages. Just had to fix the camera a little bit there. It was starting to slide. What I liked yesterday too, a lot of people in the comments put what they knew about the stamps, whether they were older, whether they were postage due stamps, overprints, the designer of the stamps was a bit famous as well. So there were some of those in there. I know right off the bat there are going to be some different stamps in here, and maybe if I put the 2 collections together, it will make it a whole lot more complete. And I am going to have to go back and see what my father had in his collection. So these, as I understand, are postage due stamps. Do I have that correct? You guys can let me know. Some of you were fantastic. You even put the timestamp of when I showed a stamp, so if someone's looking at the comments, they can see exactly what people are talking about. These pages are empty. There's a couple stamps there at the bottom. So far, I would say the first collection that I showed, these pages were a lot more complete. So maybe these are maybe the missing stamps from that collection. There was a comment left yesterday in yesterday's video. I keep referring to that. If you haven't seen it, you'll have to go back and look at it. You have to watch the comments or read the comments. But someone was talking about the authors that were shown in a series of 3 stamps. And the Czech author that was in here was first person to use the word robot. So I didn't know that. That was an interesting fact to learn. I haven't fact-checked that itself, but I did take the person at his word that that was the case. I didn't know otherwise yet, so if I'm wrong in that, I do apologize, but that's what was said in the comments. Someone also referred to as a dead country. I don't really like that terminology, dead country. Czechoslovakia itself, yes, has changed. It is now 2 countries. So in a way, yes, it's a dead country. No more stamps will be issued with the term with the word Czechoslovakia on them. So it is possible to collect an entire series of Czechoslovakia because they aren't putting out any new ones. So that's a bonus for a lot of people that like to do that. But I think for myself, if my collection, I would have Czechoslovakia, and then at the time when the country separated, I would start 2 separate collections with the new countries. But from what I'm learning of this country, it is beautiful, whether you want to call it Czechoslovakia, Czech Republic, Slovakia. The area, all in that area is just beautiful. Lots of different things to see and do. It's so much history. Here we've got some Hitler stamps. Of course, during the Second World War, they were allies. So you're going to see some of that in here. Bird stamps there. What an amazing history this country has gone through, and so much turmoil to get where they are now. Strong people, that's for sure, to overcome the adversities of governments and takeovers and dictatorships. To have a strong people to be able to carry on and continue. In many cases, there are so many that had to flee the country to avoid persecution. That's happening in other countries as well now. So I feel for those families that either get separated or have to start all over again. More Hitler stamps there, so not completely in order every one of these pages. Smaller issues. Oh, getting near the end of this section of stamps. So there's one booklet. Let's just slide those to the side, and then we'll look at these ones here. So these are broken down once again, the regions. All right, if I was ever missing any Hitler stamp, I certainly have lots of them now. Look how complete this page is. Someone certainly has gone to a lot of trouble to fill in the gaps. If the first pages weren't full, these certainly are. So once again, $5 Canadian. I think it's a bargain. Everyone said it was a bargain on the last collection. I think I've got a bargain on this collection too. To think of how many stamps are now in the collection for just a $10 investment. If you're starting to wonder, did I only buy Czechoslovakia things at the auction? No, I didn't. So in a minute, you're going to see something else that I got there too. That one, that's a beautiful stamp. as the hinges get a little bit older, you can see them starting to weaken and starting to leave the page. Noticing a few duplicates from the previous collection. So we'll have some things to trade or to send off once I go through it comprehensively. Ideally, what I would love to do is create a new binder that had space for all of these and put them in Scott order. I know that would be time consuming to do and a bit on the pricey side to buy all those binders, but that would be my dream, is to finally go through, take all these things off hinges and put them in proper binders, or at least put these pages in some sort of a sequential order with the other ones, because they are really nice pages with the pictures underneath, so you know which ones are missing. They're not making any more of them. We certainly could try to get a complete collection, or as best a complete collection as possible. The stamp should be over here, so that stamp is in the wrong place, but at least I know they're all there. We're having another somewhat beautiful day out there. Yesterday it was overcast and threatened rain, and it never really rained. Today it is very similar. We're 23 degrees Celsius. Looks like it could rain, but I don't know if it will. We've had a very good week, we had a beautiful May. It was more like August when we had May. It was so hot. And then looking ahead in the forecast, it looks like it's going to be really nice next week too, which I really hope, because next week we'll be doing grad pictures and prom pictures, and so all that, you really want to have nice days for those taken outside in the park. I know when my daughter graduated high school, we had pictures and it was raining, and so the grass was wet and the ladies were getting their dresses kind of mucked up, so hopefully it'll be better for Ari's graduation. I am working on a video for him as well. You will have seen that in the past. When my daughter graduated high school, I put out a video for her of some of her memories, and how she's changed through the years. I'm doing the same embarrassing thing for my son. It just has a couple Olympic stamps on it. This one just has a couple stamps. I think yesterday this hedgehog stamp was in there, so I think I have that hedgehog stamp. A few missing on these pages. So I think as the collection gets newer, the person seems to have less and less of those stamps. These ones are in the other collection too. They're beautiful, these massive stamps. Just the detail in them. Beautiful mountain ranges. These are really nice too. And then here, it looks like they've just done an overflow again. You've got some older stamps. You can see the pictures are no longer there. There's some more postage due ones down here as well. Nice camel one. So it's almost like at the back of the catalog where you have your air mails and your postage due. It looks like that's what this is. A bunch of postage due stamps. The other thing that I won that I wanted to show you in today's video, also got for $5, and it's early New Zealand stamps. So I'm going to put these on the table so you can see them a little bit closer up, and you can tell me once again if you think for $5 I got a good deal on those. Taking a quick look, I would say these stamps are from around 1900 to the start in the middle of the First World War. This one's quite faded. Nice image on them. Yeah, 1923, so there we have a date on that one at least. These ones I think are around 1914, 1915 era. This one's really nice, the victory stamp. Here, the war tax stamp overprint. These ones are really interesting too. Life insurance, so they're postage due for life insurance. There's another postage due. So a nice little collection. So what do you think? Was it worth putting a minimum bid on these two items? Do you think I got my money's worth? And are you sticking around? Because there's going to be another video coming out tomorrow showing you part 3 of what I got at the auction. Also, don't forget to go into Stamp of the Month. I did a video this month on air mails, and I'm doing a giveaway. And if you want to be a part of it, that is ending on the 15th. That's when the day of the draw will be. So you have until then to go into that video and write in the comments the word air mail to be entered to win a bunch of really cool stamps that Liverpool Stamps provided, Stephen from Australia provided some, and I'm providing some for my own collection as well. So make sure you go to my Stamp of the Month video on airmail. And also check out Stamp versus Stamp. That's my collaboration with Snail Mail with Smokey. Each month we do some sort of quirky video about stamps. This one was a bit of a debate on whether we want it or don't want it, and debating both sides of the coin on a stamp that we chose. And yeah, there's also more stuff coming out all the time, so stay tuned. Anyways, for now, have a magical week. What, Polo? You say like, subscribe, share, and tell all your friends. Who's a good boy? Who's a good boy?